Itu saya mulai dari
Boleh.
Good morning, student.
Good morning, Mister.
Okay, I will start our lesson by Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
So once again, good morning, student.
Good morning, Mister.
Good morning, student.
Good morning, Mister.
How are you today?
Fine.
Okay, so I hope you guys in a good condition. So today you can mencerna ilmu-ilmu hari ini. Gitu. So is there anyone absent today? Yeah, what happens with Jia?
We don't know.
Okay, she's okay. So, but before we start our lesson today, we must pray. So, who's gonna lead the prayer? Okay, Brian, thank you.
Okay, before we start the lesson today, let's pray together. Pray with me. Pray with me.
Okay, thank you, Brian. So, do you guys still remember our last meeting? We are talking about what? You guys remember that evolution? Okay, we are talking the personnel. Okay, remember the hypothesis that biogenetic, remember?
Yes.
Do you guys still remember the definition about them?
Yes.
You know who? Okay.
So the biogenetic is like the hypothesis from
Biogenesis.
biogenesis. Yeah,
That's right.
biogenesis. I'm sorry. Biogenesis itu makhluk hidup itu datang dari makhluk hidup.
Okay.
For the biogenesis, like the makhluk hidup come from the dead things.
Okay, from the
Not living things.
Not living things. Okay, thank you, Anissa, for the answer. So this session we are gonna next melanjutkan pertemuan itu terkait evolution, but we are gonna talk about the specific one. So in this world, you know that this world is a lot of biodiversity. Okay, most of the things like humans, maybe a lot of different colors, different heights, different hair colors, and etc. And the plants, like you see out there, like you see the big trees and maybe little things. And then the flying one, you see the bird, you see the butterfly, and then the moth maybe. So I want to talk about the butterfly. Have you seen butterfly lately?
No.
No. Do you know why? You didn't see any butterfly lately?
Environment change.
Environment change. Okay. So the butterfly maybe interrupt atau terinterupsi
Yes.
dari perubahan lingkungan yang kita tinggali saat ini, sehingga mungkin kita jarang gitu ya melihat butterfly. Terus oh iya, ada yang masih ingat gitu? Kalau misalnya ada sejenis dari butterfly, ada yang namanya ngengat atau bahasa Inggrisnya moth. Ada yang tahu moth, ngengat? Oke. Ada yang tidak tahu? So, ya mungkin nanti kita akan lihat. Ngengat itu punya sifat yang sensitif terhadap lingkungannya gitu, sehingga dia perlu tempat yang benar-benar terjaga gitu. Nah, kalau misalnya kita ngomongin tempat yang terjaga gitu, mungkin kita pernah ingat kejadian historical di England, gitu, historical di England, di mana ada yang namanya revolusi industri. Ada yang masih ingat terkait hal itu? Di mana ngengat itu kenapa?
Changes color.
Changes color, okay, nice guess. And then pindah, pindah. Someone says pindah. Terus
Immigration.
Moving.
migration.
Yeah,
Moving.
immigration. I mean immigration.
Okay, nice guess. Maybe from that kebingungan itu, kita mau belajar apa gitu? Mau?
Direction.
Okay.
And environmental change.
Revolution.
Revolution industry, okay. We are not gonna talking about revolution industry, but the selection, natural selection. Thank you, Lisa. So, but before we start our study about natural selection, we are going to talk about the class rules for today. So, firstly, Novon.
This is not home. This is not
Oh,
home.
what is that? Okay, Novon you're using while we're studying. And then if you get any question or maybe you're confused a little bit, you can raise your hand. And not talking with your friends while we study. Not talking. Okay? And be patient with learning. So we must patient because we are gonna talk deep with this measure. And enjoy. Enjoy. Okay. Move up with our apa yang saya tanyakan tadi, ya. Butterfly, ini butterfly. Yang kiri, yang kanan itu apa? Moth. Moth. Nah, ada yang pernah lihat butterfly? Moth?
Butterfly, yes.
Mothnya jarang ya.
Yes.
Bahkan mungkin kalau dari saya pribadi, terakhir kali melihat itu di Banten. Pada saat saya bekerja di sana, mungkin karena pada itu tempatnya di cagar alam gitu ya. Itu terakhir kali lihat moth itu beberapa bulan yang lalu. Ya mungkin karena kondisi di sana lebih asli dibanding di Jakarta gitu. Oke. Oke, kita move ke material selection and evolution. And we are gonna talk about specific one about the natural selection. But before we start, kita tidak akan membahas natural selection secara lebih lengkap, tapi kita akan lihat secara prolognya aja dari Industrial Revolution. Jadi silahkan disimak dan I will ask some question from this video.
The peppered moth is a species of moth found in England. There are two variations of color in the species. Some moths are white with dark speckles, and some moths are dark with light speckles. The peppered moths live in environments with light-colored trees, like birch trees. Which moth do you think has an advantage in this environment? Can you find the moths? There's one more, do you see it? The light-colored moths had an advantage for survival. Their color helped them to blend into their environment and hide from hungry predators like birds. The dark-colored trait was a disadvantage. Moths with this trait were more easily spotted by predators and had a lower chance of survival. Since the light-colored trait had an advantage for survival, it was more commonly seen in the population. This was due to natural selection. Individuals who are best suited for an environment survive longer, reproduce more times, and pass on their genes. Natural selection over many generations can cause noticeable evolutionary changes in a species, and the peppered moth is the perfect example. In the 1800s, the Industrial Revolution took place. Manual labor was taken over by machinery. Factories began to produce goods. These factories were powered by coal. The burning of coal released a lot of pollution. Dark clouds of soot and ash lingered in the air and even settled on the trees. Over time, the once light-colored trees were covered in a layer of dark soot. Which color variation had the advantage after industrialization changed the environment? The dark-colored moths now had the advantage. They were able to blend well into the soiled trees, while the light-colored variation stood out. Light-colored moths were more easily spotted by predators and had a lower chance of survival. They reproduced less often, and the frequency of this trait decreased over time. The dark-colored moths increased in frequency after many successful generations of survival and reproduction. But this story has one more plot twist. It didn't take long for people to realize that air pollution was a major problem. Laws were put into place and factories began to reduce their emissions. The skies were once again clear and the trees as well return to their natural light color. As a result, over time, the dark moths decreased in frequency, and the light moths became the more common variation once again. This is evolution by natural selection.
Okay, what do you get from the video? Ada yang mau ini? Oke, Brian.
Ya, jadi ada dua warna mods. Yang pertama ada warna terang dan gelap. Nah, warnanya ini berfungsi sebagai untuk kamuflase di lingkungannya. Namun dia juga mengkondisikan bagaimana kalau kondisinya gelap, si mods tersebut akan berkembang biak menjadi mods yang gelap juga.
Okay, thank you, Brian. So there is two types color of moths that live in England, the white one and the black one. They usually have some kind of style, like maybe some 50-50, like 50 black, 50 white. But the environmental change, what changed? Apa yang berubah di lingkungan? There's an industrial revolution in industry. Thank you, Nisa. What apa yang disebabkan, apa yang jadi disebabkan gitu dari revolusi industri itu? Pollutionnya mengeluarkan gas asap yang hitam sehingga merubah warna dari pohonnya, bukan dari motor, dari pohon. Jadi pohonnya itu pohon kayu apa ya, kayu putih. Jadi dia berubah karena terpapar polusi dari revolusi industri dari situ. Sehingga moth-moth yang biasa menempel tadi kan menempel di pohon itu yang biasanya warna putih, terus karena pohonnya berubah jadi warna hitam gitu atau gelap, jadi moth-moth yang putih itu kelihatan lebih terlihat oleh predator, sehingga yang moth yang putih itu lebih lama-lama makin hilang gitu, karena sering dimakan predator dan tidak bisa berkamuflase gitu. Nah, based on that video or that kasus di Inggris itu, kita bisa melihat bahwasannya there's natural selection in there. Tadi ada yang masih ingat natural selection? Jadi apa tadi natural selection? Secara isinya aja.
So, based on the video, the natural selection means like the organism that can sweep past the environment, can live longer than and survive under the environment.
Yes, thank you, Lisa. So the atau hewan gitu, hewan yang suited best dengan environmentnya akan live longer. And then the prologue. So our today purposes of learning is about the environmental, the lingkungan. Kita bahas faktor-faktor lingkungan, bagaimana lingkungan bisa berwujud atau bisa menjadi stabilizing, disruptif, dan juga directional. Nah, nanti kalian akan cari sendiri secara berkelompok. But I want to give some prologue about this learning. So in this learning, you can see the whiteboard first. We're gonna talk about the environmental factors in there. And then biasanya kalau misalnya untuk menjelaskan konsep seperti ini, itu dibuat dalam bentuk grafik. Nah, biasanya dalam bentuk grafik akan ada sumbu X dan sumbu Y-nya. Nah, sumbu X-nya itu adalah biasanya bagian seperti jenis-jenis atau karakteristik yang dimiliki oleh hewan tersebut. Misal tadi warna dari moth. Warna dari moth ada yang bagian putihnya, the white one, and maybe the black one. Kemudian di bagian Y aksis itu adalah frekuensi adanya mothnya itu, dimana frekuensinya biasanya di tengah-tengah atau di bagian gray kalau di sini. Jadi biasanya kalau bisa pada umumnya di natural environment, alam yang bebas, it will be most likely like this. Not gonna interrupt, so the yang paling banyak biasanya di gray. But some natural factors factors like tadi industrial revolution can cause this graphic change. So I want to give you the opportunities to see atau untuk mencari sendiri. Ada 3 tipe di mana environmental ini bisa berubah grafik ini. Ada yang stabilizing, ada yang disruptive dan directional forces. So in this case, I want to split you guys into 3 groups. The first group is about the stabilizing selection, and the second group is about directional selection, and the third group is about the disruptive selection. So you must search the definition, draw the graph, and give the example. Okay, so 3 you guys in one group for group 1, and then maybe in the back 3 for group 2, and then the last group for the group 3 in disruptive selection. You guys have 5 minutes to discuss with your friends. So we'll put the timer up for 5 minutes. Yes, betul. Kalian cari definisi, gambar, grafiknya, ada eksemplar juga. Grup 2 gimana? Aman? Juga nyari definisinya, terus nyari gambar grafiknya seperti apa dan juga grup 3 aman? Oke, disruptive selection. Oke, waktunya 2 menit lagi ya. Yes, what the problem?
you're saying, same.
Yes, it's okay. Yes. Already done?
Yes.
Submit. Okay. You can go. Group 2, you done? Group 1? Group 1? You done? Okay. Group 1? Done.
Yes, done.
Group 3? Group 3? Done. Okay. So you can, so the first group, stabilizing selection, you can present your findings. You can also put gambar grafik.
Hello everyone. So we from group 1 want to present our discussion. So first is definition of stabilizing selection.
So stabilizing selection if natural selection favors an average phenotype by selecting against extreme variation, the population will undergo stabilizing selection. For example,
Stabilizing selection is like warna kamuflase pada hewan, and then berat lahir bayi, kepadatan daripada kaktus.
is that true?
Berat lahir bayi. I searched in this in Google, and Google say that the example is like that.
Okay. Anyone have a question? Apa yang masih bingung? For group 1? So the group 1 is talking about the stabilizing. So the selection part of this is di bagian ujung-ujungnya. Bisa lihat, coba gambar aja. Di bagian ujung-ujungnya, di bagian the selection about the short and tall. So the environment of it select the characteristic, sehingga yang akan lebih banyak muncul di suatu alam adalah bagian yang di medium atau di bagian average dari karakteristik itu. Nah, bisa lihat agak bagus sekali di video ya. Yang misalnya original selection atau misalnya tanda lain adalah di alam pada umumnya. Dan yang birunya itu ketika sudah di natural selection.
Good job Sabina, give us A+.
Oke, no problem.
A++.
Ada yang masih bingung?
No.
Okay, good. Okay, thank you for group 1. You can say give applause for group 1. Okay, next one is group 2 about the directional selection.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
So we're going to discuss about directional
Yes, directional selection.
selection. So for directional selection is when the environment change. Population will often undergo directional selection, which select for phenotypes at one of the spectrum of existing variation. Nah, a classic example.
A classic example of this type of selection is the evolution of the backward walk in 18 and 19th century. Prior to the industrial revolution, the most backward dominated like infrared which allowed them to blend in with the light colorities and regions in the environment. As soon begins peeling for bacteria, this happened and the light colored ones became easy for predatory weeds to spawn.
Okay.
Okay.
So ini sudah digambar oleh Intan.
Oke, thank you Intan. Thank you juga group 2. Jadi group 2 membahas tentang directional. Nah, tadi ya yang contoh dari modeling gitu, dimana yang tadi awalnya banyak atau biasanya white karena pohon-pohon di sana itu mostly batangnya itu dari warnanya putih gitu. Terus berubah di natural selection atau ada seleksi dari evolusi itu berubah warna pohonnya sehingga jadi warna yang lebih gelap sehingga moth atau monark yang tinggal di situ lebih banyak survive yang bagian hitamnya. Jadi sehingga lebih banyak berproduksi sehingga membuat tabel membuat grafik yang seperti ini. Jadi pahami?
Yes.
Oke, thank you group 2, silakan kembali. Next one is group 3.
Hello everyone.
Hello.
So we from the group 3 is a disruptive selection. So the definition of disruptive selection is diverse occurs when extreme values for a grade are covered over the intermediate values. This type of selection often drives speciation. Diversifying selection or disruptive selection can also occur when environmental change favor individuals on either end of the phenotypic spectrum.
And a classic example comes from Darwin's princess on the Galapagos Island. Suppose there are two types of seed on the island, very large, hard seed, and very small, soft seeds. And then bird with large, strong beaks can crack the big hard seeds.
Oke, thank you group 3. Jadi group 3 membahas tentang disruptif. Ya. Jadi disruptif itu adalah fenomena ketika natural selection akan menseleksi kedua spektrum. Di bagian spektrum yang biasanya umum ditemukan di sana. Sehingga yang akan muncul lebih banyak adalah spektrum bagian ujung-ujungnya. Atau di sini, contohnya di sini di black rabbits and green rabbits. Kalau rabbits mungkin contohnya gampangnya adalah kelinci gunung. Jadi kelinci gunung itu mostly ada warnanya yang putih, grey dan black. Nah kalau misalnya dari grafik di sini, the black and grey one is ada di bagian ujung-ujung dari spektrumnya. Nah ketika mereka tinggal di gunung, selection natural selection itu terjadi di mana kelinci-kelinci yang bisa berkamuflase di batu-batuan gunung akan lebih mudah untuk bertahan hidup. Nah, yang lebih mudah bertahan hidup adalah warna-warna yang mirip dengan batu. Mirip dengan batu mana? Seperti yang grey sama black. Nah, yang white-nya nggak gagal atau misalnya berkurang karena dia gagal untuk beradaptasi dengan lingkungannya, sehingga lebih mudah termakan oleh predator. Nah, makanya di spektrum di sini, di grafik di sini, spektrumnya akan bisa frekuensinya ada di ujung-ujung yang lebih tinggi dibanding frekuensi yang pada umumnya, yang pada umumnya. Oke, yang disruptif sama ada yang ingin ditanya? Nah, oke, thank you group 3, you can sit and give applause. Yes. So in this case, next one, I want to test your listening or maybe understanding about our today materials. So you can do the evaluation test. Semangatnya nih evaluation test.
No.
Aduh, semangat ya, biar dapat nilainya. Oke, bisa dikerjakan.
Oh my god, it's so hard.
Really,
Question.
you can read and answer.
I'm sorry, but this is for being lower.
Okay, 30 seconds left.
Oh my god.
Are you done yet?
Yes.
Bisa dong. Oke, yang lain? Seperti sudah, Sabina. Oke.
Wow.
How many you get? How much you get?
200.
200.
Malah 5.
Okay, no problem. You can study again with the evaluation test. So, is anyone want to conclude our material today? Okay, Nisa.
So the story that we will do today is about the natural selection. Then we will learn about the stabilizing selection, directional and disruptive disruption.
Okay, thank you, Lisa. So I hope you guys understand our studying materials, and then hope you guys in the good condition also. And next week we are gonna have UAS. Jadi siap-siap langsung UAS. Oke. So kita mau mulai dari doa. Jadi silakan ditutup dengan doa juga.
Before we go home, let's pray together. Pray together. Pray together.
Okay, thank you Brian, thank you students. So I hope our lesson today bermanfaat. So kurang lebih dari saya, mohon maaf. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.